I was told that some of you coming to start a new life here from France had their life savings stolen. Are you at rest with the fact that this happened? Shareholder. So we just got to hit on shareholder.
I was told that some of you coming to start a new life here from France had their life savings stolen. Are you at rest with the fact that this happened? Shareholder. We just got to hit on shareholder. Are you okay with us being up here talking to you? Are you one of the lighthouse keepers? Are there any people here at Landis Lighthouse who have any stories you'd like to tell?
Seems very quiet. So what that tells me is I'm not going to leave that other camera. No shame. You know, that's interesting because the guy that, you know, if somebody, you know, shame on them, they have no shame.
Right.
So there was one person when we did the research that they think stole all these people's money, basically cut the money belts
Right.
off them as they were dead
Right.
and took their money.
Right, and then, yeah, and then they'll order for.
But like that could be, like I may do that, like
Right.
May the month, May a
Right.
person.
Well, it did happen in April, so by the time the bodies showed up, it could have been
Okay,
May.
May.
Yeah.
Some questions, if you'd like to chat with us, this is a way that we can hear your voice. If there's anything you would like to comment on from earlier, please feel free to do so. Or if you would just like to talk about anything you want. We're our guests in your house, so we are going to follow by your rules. Would you? We are talking. Okay, yes, we are talking. Thank you very much.
Are there souls here or people that had an experience out in the water?
Screening.
Oh.
Screening. Okay.
Yeah.
Your EMF is like
Right.
hardcore, right? Hey, so hey guys, remember when we were on the second floor, and I asked you if you could just have the lights go the 2 green? Would you be able to do that one more time for us? Yep, you're getting there. I know it's not easy to do. We very much appreciate you doing this. Can you hold it on the 2 green for us?
I think.
Yeah, that thing right there. I'm pointing at it right now. It's by the corner. Yeah, just like that. Okay. You got it. You're very good. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
keep hearing the sirens outside.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Before that was somebody's music playing, that was definitely outside, yeah.
Yeah.
The device on the left, would you be able to make that light up for us the same way you are the other one?
Reset that.
Are you happy? Are you sad?
I'm not great.
I'm not great. Downstairs. Pretty excited to try that.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm boring you, sir? All right, that's our cue. I think it's time for us
That was
to...
very clear.
Done.
I wrote down my notes because I've been getting different things on it about. Yeah, I said that I had been getting certain things, and so I wrote them down.
So what were your impressions so far?
Well, I hear things, I'm shown things, different words, different. I got names. So I kept hearing the word graveyard, and I don't know how that ties in with anything. But then I was shown like a parking lot, and in this parking lot there was like men from another time zone or a time frame, and they kept saying something about surfing or. And then it jumped to like a bedroom.
Okay.
Okay, and anyway, I want to say a bedroom. It could have been like, it's some kind of room, I don't know, but it's like on a second floor, and I could see like down. And that's where I kept feeling a lot of energy, and there was like a lot of males more than females, but I did feel like there was one female and a little girl. There was a little girl that I could hear it.
Okay.
And let's see, then I kept seeing, is there something that's like called, because I was shown the word oil and then a home. So is there something with oil?
So if this was a test, you just scored 100%. Because when you talk about the oil, there's a location here, it's kind of like an oil house, where the administrator here has told us that there's been some paranormal activity. Now the parking lot was very, very interesting because the parking lot was almost like a rescue staging ground for when victims of either storms or shipwrecks or anything where they've had to pull people out of the water, they would attempt to resuscitate, bring back to life. A lot of them died. We're talking about history that goes back into the 1800s. And there was a massive shipwreck here back in the 1800s. And a lot of bodies were washing ashore because it was a massive storm and the ship ran aground. And they could not go out to retrieve these poor victims. So the result of that was a lot of bodies were brought ashore. They were buried in the cemetery in this location or around this location. And there is a scandalous story where there was a guy that was accused of filching money off the body. So these people that were on this boat called a Powhatan, they were washing ashore, the bodies were getting retrieved, and this one gentleman was actually cutting their money belts off because a lot of them were immigrating from France and they were wearing their life savings in these belts on their body. He denied it, and then some of the money belts were found near his location. He had an inn. And the guy subsequently, his last name was Jennings, subsequently he was killed in a bar fight because he was drinking himself because of all the accusations about him, his own guilt about what he had done. So a lot of what you're saying has been substantiated based on the history of this location.
Wow. Okay. Then I'm okay. Good. Because there was something I don't understand it. I didn't understand what it meant. And you think about things that would happen there. You might see shadow figures. You might feel like some people may even be touched in that area. You know, if they're in that room. And I feel like there's possibly at certain times full body apparitions that would be able to be seen if you're there at the right time. So did you put out any toys like it? Because I kept seeing this passageway, like a long passageway,
Yeah.
and that's where I feel like a little girl.
So here's what we did. I'll show it to you actually because it's one of my little favorite things. I saw it on a ghost show, and I do bring them because I've gotten hits on them. So
Right.
when it comes to children, for instance, I put out these self-balancing robots, and they react to motion. So what are you seeing?
Wait, are you like remote controlling that, or is it just?
Not at all. It should not be doing that.
It's really trucking it. No, it's good.
That was very weird. I hope I got it on camera too.
I got it, yeah, I got that film.
So if you wave your hand in front of it or walk past it, it'll follow you, with these two eye sensors right here. And they were going off, they were moving around in this hall. This is the connecting tunnel to the lighthouse from that residence piece that we...
Now, I feel that there is, see, when you were just moving into that area, I seen the little girl.
Yeah.
She is in there. And I feel like there's another female figure. It could possibly be her mom, but there is another female that's in that area. Oh, well, thank you. And I will definitely send you these names because I got 5 male names, and there's there's another male there. So there's like 7 to 8 male names and probably 4 to 5 females that
What
I
are the
got
male names?
named.
Oh, do you have one of the male names handy?
I've got them here written in front of me, yes.
Because I can cross-reference that with the list of keepers, because that's what I've been trying to do, asking the names of the keepers.
Okay, I heard the name Jim or James. More Jim than I did James, but it was in that area. I heard Ben. I heard Foster, Martin, Tom, and Sam.
Thomas Bills is the one, he was one of the keepers here for quite a bit, for quite a long time. And see, when I was asking their names, this little thing was lighting up. So Thomas Bills. I think we can safely commit to say that Thomas Bills is one of the male energies that was coming through.
So,
And you just said something about somebody's ashes. Earlier when you were walking, I said something about ashes, and I wonder if that's what I was picking up on.
yeah, there's violence in this area. It's kind of like when you go off the strip in Las Vegas, if you've ever been out there. That's a guy, I remember one time